everyone! So this week we're talking about how everyone's leaving for college and we're stuck here. Yeah. Because our schools start in September and everyone else's schools start like now. What to do when there's no one in your town? Well, when you come back from college, you expect to just be friends with everyone that you were friends with before, but there was a whole year in between the time that you saw them and they saw you, and things happen. You know when you have that one group of friends, then you don't. And you know when you have that other group of friends, and then you don't. You know when it's the end of summer and everyone's saying goodbye to each other, and you don't. And you know when you're like eating a donut, like a powdered donut, and all the powder gets all over your face? Yeah, it's really annoying. You know like when your cats are like on the floor and then they see that you're falling asleep and then they come and they sit on your stomach until you go to bed? You know when you're in the shower and you're just thinking about all the things that are happening in life and then you forget it the second you step out? You know when it's summer and it's hot? You know when you have a bed to sleep in but you use the couch instead? You know when you're on Netflix and you feel like you're wasting your life away? You know when you're on the toilet and you feel like you're wasting your life away? You know that you realize you're so bored that you make YouTube videos and hope people watch them? You know when you go out to get a dress and you think it has pineapples on it, but then you realize that the pineapples aren't really pineapples at all, they're more... That is not a pineapple, my friend. That is not a pineapple. You know when you get really bored and you just have to keep dyeing your hair? You know when you're like sitting in your room and you're just contemplating the whole world? You know when you're so bored that you decide to do math? You know you've wasted your life away when you've actually watched every single movie on Netflix. You know when you're bored and you just go on Netflix and watch a whole entire series in one day? You know when your friends ask to hang out with you and then they cancel? You know when you think you have friends? You know when your best friend gets new friends and then they don't like you anymore? When it's winter, it's cold. Do you remember how like 2000 was a really big deal? Do you remember how like the moon, people walked on it? This lady once told me that I look like a cabbage. This other man said he wanted me to give him a hug because my hair was green. I didn't believe him. I thought he was a pedophile, so I ran the other way. Did you know one time I went to CVS and I got a lot of candy and it was only $4? Did you know candy is really unhealthy for you? I don't really care. Did you know in exactly 2.4 days the world's gonna end? I made that one up. Did you know that me and Claudia aren't gonna see each other for at least a year? You know when you have your blanket on and your feet are exposed and you feel like somebody's gonna grab you and kill you and murder you in your sleep? Don't you ever get that feeling that there's somebody that's just gonna jump into your window and murder you? Ever get that feeling that when you're in the shower, someone's just gonna come in and murder you? You ever get that feeling when you're in the shower that somebody's murdering your whole family and when you come out there's gonna be a big bloodbath? Did you know chapstick is actually designed to make your lips more chapped? Did you know this is duct tape? Did you know scientists actually think that zombie apocalypses are possible? You know when you're having a good hair day and then it rains? You know when you don't have enough money to buy a real camera?
You know dogs.
I had a dream once that I was Tom Hanks. Someone once told me that I could plausibly go to the moon if I believed hard enough. One time I stepped on a mirror, so my foot bled, and I got 7 years of bad luck. One time I exceeded the height of my mother, and she got very angry. One time somebody told me that nobody likes theater, and then I realized nobody really likes theater but me. One time I tried to make a movie. It was about aliens. It was really good. Sometimes I believe that I'm an alien, and I just don't know it because nobody ever told me. Sometimes I drink water, and then I drink more. Sometimes I eat chocolate, then I eat more. Sometimes I feel like I bore people, and then I do. You know when your computer is just sitting on 2 pillows so that it's higher up, so that you can just look into the computer screen? You know when you don't really know what you're supposed to do with this video, so you just keep rambling, hoping that you're doing something, right? You know when you think everybody's gonna get bored, and they're gonna stop watching this video before the end? I think I'm done. Happy Wednesday, everyone! Go watch more of our videos.